Sa pagharap niya uli kahapon sa Senate Impeachment Court, sinabi ni Attorney Jeremy Lotok ng NBI na naniniwala siyang may kinausap si Vice President Sara Duterte para patayin sina Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, ang First Lady at dating House Speaker. Ipinunto naman ng defense team na ang galit ng Vice Presidente ay reaksyon lang sa banta o manok sa kanyang buhay. Balita hatid ni Mark Salazar.
Mag-iingat po kayo. Baka po mamaya kasi totoo yung mga naririnig namin or yung, I don't know if it's true, na meron daw silang Operation Romanovs.
Huwag kang mag-alala, ma'am, sa security ko kasi may kinausap na ako na tao.
Muling naungkat ang Operation Romanov sa impeachment trial sa gitna ng pag-iba ng depensa sa testimonya ni NBI Regional Director Attorney Jeremy Lotok. Muling pinalabas ng depensa ang November 23, 2024 online press con ni Vice President Sara Duterte para ipuntong ang galit ng bise ay reaksyon niya sa banta raw sa kanyang buhay. Ayon kay Lotok, sinubukan nilang imbestigahan ang banta sa buhay ng bise at ang sinasabing Operation Romanov. Pero hindi ito naberipika dahil hindi raw nakipag-coordinate ang kampo ni VP Duterte.
We try to invite Princess Maui to shed light doon sa sinasabi nilang Romanov. Since hindi ho nag-appeal si Princess Maui, wala ho kaming basis. So classify muna namin ito na non-validated information.
Ang Romanov ang pangalan ng pamilya ng huling czar ng Russia. Ipinapatay siya at ang kanyang pamilya noong 1918 ng mga revolusyonaryo pagkatapos ng Russian Revolution. Sa ibinigay na konteksto ng depensa sa paglilitis, ang Operation Romanov ay isang plano para patayin ang pamilya ni Vice President Duterte. Pero nagtataka raw si Senator Judge Raffy Tulfo dahil si Davao City Mayor Baste Duterte anya ang alam niyang unang gumamit ng salitang Romanov sa isang mensahe sa Pangulo.
It was Baste Duterte ang nabitaw ng salita na yon, warning sa first families.
Hindi ipinalabas sa trial pero sa isang public speech nagsalita si Mayor Duterte noong January 2024.
Just a simple message sa ato ang Pangulo. From now on, before you go to bed, think of the Romanovs. Think of Benito Mussolini and his wife. And think of what happened to you in 1986. And maybe you'll reconsider the direction that you are taking.
Until today, when Senator Judge Raffy Tulfo clarified na yung palang Oplan Romanov, a threat against the first family.
Yes, sir.
Ang impression ko since last week, nung pag-uusapan natin yung Oplan Romanov, a threat ito against the Vice President.
Si Senator Judge Alan Peter Cayetano sinabing maghinay-hinay muna bago isiping pinagbantaan ni Mayor Duterte ang pamilya Marcos.
There's a thin line between a warning and a threat. Mayor Baste was doing a parallel ng 1986 na paalis yung mga Marcoses via revolution. Ang Romanovs, inubos sila para nga hindi balik.
Dagdag ni Cayetano kung totoong nagbanta ang kapatid ng bise sa pamilya Marcos, dapat sana nagalit na ang kapatid ng Pangulo na si Senator Amy Marcos at dapat nagsampa ng kaso ang Presidential Security Command laban kay Mayor Duterte. Makailang ulit ding tinanong ng depensa si Attorney Lotok tungkol sa mga alegasyon ng bise laban sa nooy House Speaker Martin Romualdez sa parehong online press conference.
Speaker mo, pinabayaan mo siya abusuhin ang pera ng bayan. Paikot-ikot sa buong bansa, namimigay ng pera na para bang kanya yung pera. Eh di ba nga, lagi niyo sinasabi separation of powers? Anong trabaho ng legislative branch? Gumawa ng batas. Anong ginagawa ni Martin Romualdez? Nagdidirect ng DSWD, namimigay ng ayuda.
Do you know for sure if this statement by the Vice President or any part thereof happened in real life?
Based on our investigation, yes.
You're admitting that Martin Romualdez goes around the country to distribute money? I have to object now, Your Honor. Compound question. Your Honor, my question is the statements or any part thereof.
Objection is sustained. The witness is incompetent to testify as to the truth of the matter stated by the Vice President.
Itinanggi na noon ni Romualdez sa mga paratang, punto ng depensa, sa pagpapalabas ng video kung walang personal knowledge si Atty. Lotoc tungkol sa ibang mga sinabi ng bise sa online press conference. Wala rin ba siyang personal knowledge na kumontrata nga ng assassin si Duterte para patayin ang Pangulo?
If you have personal knowledge, based on this, that the Vice President really contracted an assassin.
Ask an answer.
Or, a person.
We do believe that the Vice President had contracted, but I don't have personal knowledge. Kung personal knowledge ang gusto niyong malaman. Pero we do believe based on the evidence that we've gathered and based on our investigation.
Ang prosekusyon nagkaroon muli ng pagkakataong makapagtanong para lalong makapagpaliwanag ang testigo nilang si Lotoc sa tinatawag na redirect. Isang tinalakay ang tanong ng depensa tungkol sa mga pagkakamali sa ilang dokumento ng NBI gaya ng mga petsa. Sa muling pagtatanong ng prosekusyon, iginiit ni Lotoc na walang epekto ang mga sinasabing pagkakamali sa nakita sa video ng umano'y pagbabanta ng bise.
They don't have any effect at all. Those typographical errors does not alter the fact that the video exists. It does not alter the fact that the Vice President uttered those statements. And it does not alter the fact that the findings of the NBI is that the Vice President committed the crime of grave threats and inciting to sedition.
Okay,
Your Honor.
Ipinunto rin na hindi umano binawi ng bise ang kanyang banta gaya ng makikita sa isa pang video na nakunan 3 araw matapos ang online press conference noong 2024. Pinalabas ang bahagi ng video sa impeachment court.
I was asked during a press briefing by a media person if I know of these plans, if you can say the word, if that is the correct word to use here, plans. So I answered. I was asked Romanov, and then I answered. I was told by 2 people, this is the first time I've heard of Romanov, so that is the 3rd already. And I said, don't worry about my security. If they kill me, if I die, kapag pinatay ako, or kapag namatay ako, in the context of don't worry about my security. So this means pinatay ka. Diba? Kasi hindi ka naman mamamatay by heart attack in relation to your security. Diba? So, pag namatay ako, I already asked a person to take revenge against 3 individuals. So,
Giit ni Lotoc, lumabas sa kanilang investigasyon na nagbanta ang bise at seryoso ito bilang siya ang ikalawang pinakamataas na opisyal ng bansa.
What is the emotional state of the Vice President?
When we tried to connect that in the November 23, 2024 event and the November 26, 2024 utterances, it shows na hindi ho nagbibiro yung Vice Presidente nung inatter niya yung mga utterances nung November 23. At the same time, yung pagiging furious niya, at yun nga, yung sabi ko, yung fumingly mad ng November 2023, dala pa niya hanggang doon sa November 26 kasi nireiterate po niya, Your Honor, at inadmit po niya na meron siyang kinausap na tao to take revenge.
Did you consider that statement, that fact, that it was only in response to Princess Mau's statement? If any.
Well, I don't think so, Your Honor, kasi yung utterances, yung nature ng utterances, may kinausap na ako, ma'am, huwag kang mag-alala. So, ibig sabihin, even before the questions was asked, may kinausap na ho ang Vice Presidente. There is intent on the part of the Vice President. The Vice President is determined insofar as that statement is concerned. At the same time, the utterances were not product of a temporary fit of anger or spur of the moment. In other words, the utterances, the threat was real, was serious. Your Honor.
Ang presiding officer ilang beses ding nagpaalala na iwasan ng abogado ng depensa at prosekusyon ang mga side comment.
Are you aware that the Vice President is a lawyer?
Yes, sir, of course.
That he has, of course, a law degree and passed the bar exams?
Yes, sir.
With the first attempt and with the rating of 80%, are you aware of this?
I heard it in the news, sir.
Oh, she has a higher grade than most of the lawyers here. But are you aware that she also worked as a court
Objection, relevance,
attorney?
Your Honor. Relevance. Objection,
Counsel for the
relevance.
respondent, kindly avoid those
Yes.
We will comply, Your
disparaging
Honor.
statements, given that there are a lot of lawyers here and you don't know what their grades are.
The evidence is clear, sir.
According to you.
Oh, objection, Your Honor. I move that. Oh, wait.
Counsel,
We cannot let this
no,
pass.
that is a reminder for counsel for both parties. Kindly avoid side remarks. Henceforth, the presiding officer will have it stricken off the record. And whatever question you pose and afterwards withdraw will likewise be stricken off from the record, so as to avoid any attempts at showmanship usually seen on TV, yes, but will not be tolerated by this impeachment court.
Giit naman ni Senator Judge Cayetano kay Lotoc ang umano'y banta ng bise ay nakakondisyon sa kung papatayin siya ng umano'y 3 pinagbabantaan niya na sina Pangulong Marcos, First Lady at dating House Speaker. Aniya kung hindi naman nila balak ipapatay ang bise, bakit sila matatakot?
Ang sinabi ni VP Sara, pag pinatay ako, patayin silang 3. So kung wala naman silang 3 balak na patayin siya, why would they feel threatened?
We qualify that grave threats sa term namin as event-based condition na yun nga, pag nangyari yung event, magti-trigger ngayon yung threat ng Vice President. Now, insofar as na-threaten sila, yung sinasabi mo po, sir, na pag namatay si Vice President, tsaka papatayin ngayon ng tao na inutusan niya, yung 3, ang isa sa alarming, na very alarming part na nakita namin, yung mga sasakay ho na grupo po eh. Kasi, God forbid, pwedeng mawala ang Vice Presidente but not necessarily sila yung dahilan. Pwedeng namatay siya for one reason or the other. Then, ang impression na ng marami, ang may kasalanan nito, yung 3.
Mark Salazar, nagbabalita para sa GMA News.